So friend, this is the lecture number 8 of our tutorial on the engineering thermodynamics, and today we will discuss the quasi-static process. So let us begin the video. Now friends, a quasi-static process is a process which is carried out very slowly, very slowly it is carried out actually. That is, it is a process which is carried out with such a slow rate that you cannot notice any change in state of system. It will appear to you that no change is occurring. The system looks almost static with no change. There is no change in the system. The system will look very static to you. It is only possible, okay, this thing is only possible if the process is carried out in infinite number of steps. That is, the system is considered to be happening at a very slow rate. It is only possible if it is carried out at infinite number of steps. Carried out in infinite number of steps. So for example, see this piston cylinder assembly. Now you can see this figure on the screen. There is a piston cylinder assembly. In this you can see sand having very fine and small particles are placed on this piston, okay, due to which the gas pressure on the piston is balanced by weight of the sand. That is the pressure which is applied by the gas trapped inside this cylinder, which is trying to move this piston upward, is balanced by the weight of the sand placed over this piston. Okay, now in this stage the system is in equilibrium. Okay, that is, the properties of the system, that is the pressure, volume, temperature, etc., are constant, they are fixed. It is in a state of equilibrium and the system is isolated also. That is, no mass and energy transfer is taking place at this instant, and piston is at rest. Okay, and the properties of the gas like pressure, temperature, volume are fixed, as I have already told you. Now suppose if I remove a small sand, very small sand particle from the sand placed on this piston, then what will happen? Let us see. The piston will move upward vertically by very minute displacement, which can not be seen by naked eyes. It cannot be seen by naked eyes, and you will not notice any change by your naked eyes. Also, properties of system like pressure, temperature, volume will remain almost same for this system. Okay, with very minute change, there will appear very minute change in the property of the system by removal of only one particle of the sand, and it cannot be noticed by you or by any instrument. Okay, now again, if I remove a second small particle, now second time I am removing a next small second particle from the sand placed on the piston, then again the piston will move upward vertically by very minute distance, which cannot be seen by naked eyes, and you will not notice any change by your naked eyes. Also, properties of the system like pressure, temperature, volume will remain almost same. Okay, now now in the next step, again I will remove third time I am also again removing a small particle from this sand, okay, which is placed on the piston. So what will happen? Again the same thing will happen, that because the particle is very small, so there will be no change in the properties of the system. The piston will not move and it will not be seen by your naked eyes because the particle size and mass is very small. So in this way the system will move to the stops in an infinite number of period of time, because in infinite number of steps, when you are removing the sand, there are infinite particle in this sand, and when you are removing these particle one by one, then the system will reach to the stops as shown here in the diagram. You can see this in infinite number of time. Okay, so in this way the system will move to the stop, and this process will be carried out very slowly. Hence sand particle are removed particle by particle, and the process will occur at infinite slowness, and at any instant you will not be able to notice any change in the property of the system like pressure, temperature and volume, because the process is taking place at very slow rate by removing one particle at a time, one particle at a time, one particle at a time in this way. Also, at any instant, the system will appear to be in equilibrium state with no change in properties like pressure, temperature, volume, and other properties will remain for the same for the gas. Hence, this process is called quasi-static process, and the quasi-static process is reversible in nature. That is, you can reverse the process also by adding small particles of sand one by one to the piston to reach again at the initial stage as shown here. So from the final state you can reach to the initial stage by again adding particle by particle to this piston, then you will reach this initial stage as shown by here. From the final stage transition will again occur. So this is reversible process, its path can be reversed. So this is the quasi-static process, and if you like this video friend, then subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for the notification of upcoming videos.